Hello, my friends, and welcome to episode 96 of Storytime Yoga. I had to look at that for a minute. All right, friends, we are going to get started here in a moment. We're just going to start our live on Instagram as well. All right, there we are on Instagram. Welcome to episode 96 of Storytime Yoga. I am Miss Mel, your children's yoga instructor with Breathe With Me Yoga. And you know what, friends? I am so sorry for being late today. We've had some technical difficulties this morning, and we've got it worked out. But if we have any technical people in the audience there, please do let me know about watch parties. For some reason, our watch party is no longer working. We can no longer start a watch party for everybody to watch on my personal page. Rakesh is here. He says good and okay. Thank you, Rakesh. So if you do comment on my personal page, I am looking at that now, but it is no longer as a watch party. We don't have that option. I'm not sure why, but it's not there. All right, today, my friends, we are reading the Berenstain Bears, Trick or Treat. Happy Halloween, my friends. Today is Halloween. I'm going to see. I don't even think if we can invite people from that page anymore. So we were running a watch party and we were inviting all of our friends, but we don't have that option at this point to do that. I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll figure it out. All right, friends, the Berenstain Bears, Trick or Treat. And as usual, friends, I will pop the link to purchase this book. so that you can purchase a copy of the book and follow along with the replay later on your own. So I'm going to pop that into the chat there. And I'm also going to pop the links for all of our sponsors. So we are sponsored by Zyia Activewear. We are partnered with Juice Plus in the Healthy Starts for Families program. And we are sponsored by Vox Life. Neurotechnology socks and sleeves. All right, so all of that is in the comments. So please do, if you're on my Facebook Breathe With Me Yoga page, and if you're on YouTube, I can read your comments here. If you're on my personal page, I will try to check the comments. So here we are, my friends. We are going to get started with this class. So I invite you all to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor while I step back to my mat to begin class. All right, friends, sitting up nice and straight and tall. Good job, my friends. Sitting up nice and tall, whether you're in crisscross applesauce or in hero's pose, remembering that hero's pose is on the fronts of your legs with your bum on your heels. And we are going to start with our breathing ball. Remembering that our breathing ball, we make it nice and big when we breathe all of that air into our belly like a big balloon. And when we breathe out all of that air and deflate our balloon or make our balloon small, we make our breathing ball small. We go nice and slow. All right, sitting up nice and straight and tall, breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. Good job, my friends. Now remembering, if you don't have a ball at home, you can use your hands and just go nice and slow along with us. We're keeping those shoulders at neutral position. We're not hunching them up as we breathe, and we're breathing in through our nose and out through our nose or our mouth, whichever feels comfortable. All right, breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. All right, good job, my friends. Now, I invite all of you to stay on your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor while I come forward to begin our story. All right, if you are here, my friends, please do write in the comments that you're here, and I will give you a shout out. Put hashtag live or hashtag replay, depending on what you're doing, whether you're live or you're watching the replay. Let's see. Okay. The Berenstain Bears, trick or treat. The sights and sounds of autumn were all around as Mama Bear pushed her shopping cart along the path that led to the Bear family's treehouse. The trees and shrubs were ablaze with color. Farmer Ben's pumpkin stood bright orange in the October sun. The crows crowed noisily as they searched the stubble for bits of corn. Wild geese in great V formations honked high in the sky as they flew south. All right, we are going to be those birds flying high in the sky. There's pictures up there for Instagram and down here for Facebook and YouTube. We are going to be those birds as they fly high. And I'm just going to I was just checking on there because I didn't see my microphone on. Hopefully that's better for you all now. I just changed the microphone over. So we're going to be all of those birds flying high in the sky, my friends. Okay, coming to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor, we're going to do eagle pose, my friends. So lifting one leg and getting that balance. Good job. Bringing that foot around and tripoding it here. If balance is an issue, just putting your toes there. Otherwise, bring those toes up around your leg and give yourself a big, big hug. Big, 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 and then up into eagle arms. Good job, my friends. You're going to feel the stretch across your shoulders if you're tight in your shoulders. Sometimes we are if we've been sitting at our computer or playing games on our tablets. Good job, my friend. And now I'm going to remember which arm was on top because I'm going to switch for the next one. So let's switch our feet first. Bringing this leg up, bringing it around and tripoding here if balance is an issue. Otherwise, bring that foot up and around. Now I'm going to put this arm on top and give myself a big, big hug and bring those arms up into eagle pose. Good job, my friends. Again, a stretch across your shoulders, and that's okay. Holding your balance, my friends. Good job. All right, back to our story, my friends. Alicia Bopit Fabiano has joined us over on Instagram. Welcome, my friend. But the surest sign of the season when it was inside the treehouse, hiding behind Papa Bear's easy chair. It was Brother Bear waiting to try out his Halloween costume on Mama. It wasn't Halloween yet, but brother and sister couldn't wait to try on their new costumes. Sister was going to be a beautiful ballerina. Well, what do you think? She asked, taking the third position. Shh, said Brother. Mama's coming. Brother had chosen to be a spooky monster on Halloween. He had bought the spookiest monster mask he could find, and Mama made the rest of the costume. All right, up here for our Instagram friends. And down here for Facebook and YouTube. All right. Good job, my friends. Okay, we are going to dance like Sister Bear, and we are going to do dancer pose, my friends. So coming to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor. All right, so I'm just going to show you that I have this much room in between my feet. I'm going to go sideways so that you can see me. All right, friends, I'm going to lift up one leg, get that balance, and then I'm going to grab that ankle with same arm, same leg, all right? I'm going to slowly put that leg back and push that ankle back into my arm and put this arm up. Dancer pose, just like ballerina Sister Bear. If you don't want to be a ballerina, then you can be a different kind of dancer. Whatever you like, my friends. All right, we're going to switch sides. Okay, I'm going to lift this leg. I'm going to get my balance. I'm going to grab that ankle, same arm, same hand. I'm going to bring that leg back. I'm going to bring this arm up and push that ankle out into my hand. Keeping that balance, looking at a spot on the floor if you need to, friends, and we are ballerina Sister Bear or any other kind of dancer you want to be. Miss Mel's going to grab something quick. Beautiful job, my dancing friends. Beautiful job. And we are coming back to our book. All right, what do you think is going to happen next, my friends? Do they scare Mama Bear? What do you think? Does Brother Bear scare Mama Bear? Michael Koss is here. He says, great to see you again, Mel. Have a great session. Thank you so much, Michael. Michael, if you're still here, if you're still watching, please do go look at Mat Chat. From Thursday night, we talked about your suggested topic. So I will, I'll tag you in that as well. All right. Boo, he shouted as Mama came in with the groceries. Help, a monster, she cried, pretending to be frightened. It's only me, Mama, he said, showing his face. So it is, said Mama. Well, that just goes to show that appearances can be deceiving. Appearances can be deceiving? What's that mean? Asked Sister. It's just a grown-up way of saying that things aren't always what they look like, explained Mama as she unpacked the groceries. Look, goodies, said Brother. Hands off, please, said Mama. Those are for the trick-or-treaters who come to our house tomorrow night. Brother and Sister were very excited about Halloween and a little nervous too. This was the first year they would be going trick-or-treating without a grown-up along to supervise. I'm not so sure I like the idea of them going by themselves, said Papa as he carved the pumpkin he got from Farmer Ben. It's pretty spooky out there, he added, making a scary face at the cubs. All right, up there for Instagram and down here for Facebook and YouTube. All right, so we are going to carve that pumpkin with Papa Bear. You see him sitting there? We're going to carve that pumpkin with Papa Bear. So coming to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor, we are going to come into chair pose. Papa Bear is sitting on a chair. So I'm going to put a little bit more room in between my legs. I'm going to go sideways so you can see. We're going to put our arms up, and we're going to sit back in that imaginary chair behind us right here, okay? Sit back in that imaginary chair. Now I can be up here, or I can be way down here, whatever is comfortable, my friends, okay? But keep sitting in that chair pose, in that imaginary chair pose, making sure all of your toes are on the floor, all right? Don't lift those toes, keep them down. It's going to help you. And now let's carve our pumpkin. Tell me, what are you carving into your pumpkin? Have you already done it for tonight? Have you already carved your pumpkins? I like to do not just faces, not just jack-o'-lantern faces. I like to do characters. So we've done Sophia the First before. We've made doggies. What have you made? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the comments. Holding that chair pose, are your legs shaking? Oh my goodness, I bet if you were actually carving a pumpkin, your legs wouldn't be shaking while you were sitting, right? All right, good job, my friends. Okay, now Papa said, Mama, if brother and sister want to accept the challenge of going out on their own, I think we should encourage them. But remember, she continued, turning to the cubs, there'll be strict rules. You'll stay in your own neighborhood, and you won't eat any of the treats until you're back home. Besides, said brother, we won't really be by ourselves. We made a trick-or-treat date with Cousin Freddie, Lizzie Bruin, and Queenie McBear. All right, up there for my Instagram friends. And down here for Facebook and YouTube, and you will see Papa Bear right here holding that pumpkin way up high. So we're going to hold our pumpkins way up high. So take that pumpkin that you just carved, my friends, come into your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor, and grab your pumpkin in your hands. And we're going to do a live pose. So we're going to put our arms way up to the ceiling and look up to the ceiling and stretch that pumpkin way up high. And I want you to have that, feel a stretch right here, all across your tummy, across your whole front, holding that pumpkin way up and looking high into the sky and getting that stretch, stretching way up. Hold that pumpkin way up and show everybody in your neighborhood what your pumpkin looks like. Good job, my friends. All right, coming back. There, said Papa, putting the finishing touches on the jack-o'-lantern. Then he lit a candle inside it and turned out all the lights. It was pretty scary. I don't know. I don't think it's that scary. There's the picture there. He looks like a pretty normal pumpkin. The next day, brother and sister began planning the trick-or-treat route they'd follow that night. Brother got a pencil and paper and made a map of the neighborhood. That way, he explained, they wouldn't miss anybody. Let's see now, he said. We'll stop at our houses first. Ours, Freddie's, Lizzie's, and Queenie's. Then we'll do Farmer Ben's and our sitters, Mrs. Grizzle. Mrs. Grizzle, sure, agreed sister. She usually makes Halloween cookies. And Teacher Jane, she gives out good stuff. How about Dr. Grizzly? Asked brother. She's into health snacks. I think so, just to be polite, said sis. Gramps and Gran, of course. Of course, said sis. So there they are. They're planning out their route. Tell me in the comments, friends, do you plan out your trick-or-treat route or do you just go? You just go around your neighborhood. There's brother and sister bear planning out their trick-or-treat route. So we're going to hold up our trick-or-treat route too. So coming to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor, we are going to go into warrior pose, okay? So let's give lots of room in between our legs. Scooch those feet right out. And I'm going to go that way first. I'm going to point those toes that way. And I'm going to bring these ones in a little bit. I have lots of room in between my legs. And I'm going to put my arms up. And I'm going to bend this front knee. And I'm just going to make sure that that front knee is over top of my ankle when I bend. So I can be up here or I can be way down here, whatever's comfy, my friends. And put out your big warrior arms. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our list. You ready? Pick up your trick-or-treat list, your route, your trick-or-treat route. And now read your route for me. Tell me who you're going to. Whose house are you going to go to? I'm going to go to my mommy's house. And I'm going to go to my neighbor's house. And I'm going to go to my naturopath's house. And let's see, I'm going to go to my doctor's house. Who are you going to go to? All right, we're going to switch legs. You tell me on the next leg who you're going to too. So all we're going to do is we're just going to lift those legs up. We're going to keep the feet where they are, and we're going to turn those feet, those toes out that way and bring these toes in. Okay, arms up And we're just going to bend that front knee, keeping this leg nice and strong at the back, okay? Keeping that leg straight and strong. All right, good job. Now pick up your route, your trick-or-treat route, and tell me where you're going. Where do you like to trick-or-treat? What kind of snacks do you like to get when you trick-or-treat? Do you like candy apples? Do you like chocolate bars or chips? What kind of treat do you like to get when you trick-or-treat? All right, good job, my friends. Let's see. NT Loveline has joined and has waved. Welcome, welcome on Instagram. All right, I'm just going to check for comments there, friends. Okay. I'll tell you one place we are going to miss, said brother, folding his map. What place is that? Asked sister. That one, he answered, pointing out the window at the home of old Ms. McGriz. It was a spooky, twisted old treehouse in a thicket at the end of Crooked Lane. We're definitely not going there, he added with a shiver. Why ever not? Asked Mama, who was listening. Why not? Said the cubs. Because she's a witch. That's why not. All right. Look at the picture of that spooky house up there for Instagram, down here for my Facebook and YouTube friends. I don't know if that house looks so spooky. All right. What utter nonsense, protested Mama. True, Ms. McGriz is old and bent and rather forbidding looking, but I can assure you she's a perfectly nice person. But the cubs didn't believe her, not for a minute. They knew better. Everybody knew better. No doubt about it, Ms. McGriz was a witch for sure. Just after dark, a pirate, a skeleton, and the wicked queen from Snow White came for brother and sister. They were Freddie, Lizzie, and Queenie, of course. And together they ventured out into the darkness with their trick-or-treat bags. All right, up there for my Instagram friends. There they are, venturing out into the darkness down there for Facebook and YouTube. And here are our friends venturing out into the darkness. So tell me what you're going to be for Halloween. We're going to come to our mat, our blanket, our piece of floor, and we're going to do walking lunges because we're going to venture out into the darkness to trick-or-treat too. So I'm a princess this year. That's who I'm going to be this year. So we're going to walk and lunge, hold your trick-or-treat bag, walk and lunge, holding that trick-or-treat bag. I want to see that knee come down to the floor when you lunge. Walk and lunge, walk and lunge. And you can walk all around your living room if you want. Walking and lunging, walking and lunging. All right, bring your trick-or-treat bag and tell me who you are. Are you a ghost this year? Are you a princess? Are you a cow? Let's see, any kind of animal. Tell me who you're going to be this year. All right, coming back to our book, my friends. Before they could get started collecting Halloween goodies, they were joined by some worrisome company. Too Tall Grizzly and his gang out for mischief. Too Tall didn't waste any time trying to get brother, sister, and their friends to go along with him and his gang. Come on, we'll show you goodies how to have some real Halloween fun, he said, pulling brother along with him. What sort of fun? Asked brother warily. Oh, you might say we're going to put the trick back in trick or treat, he said, chuckling. It was so dark that brother and the others didn't notice where they were heading. Hey, said sister, this is Crooked Lane. Oh my goodness me, it is Crooked Lane. All right, up there for my Instagram friends. Here they are going to Crooked Lane. Down here for YouTube and Facebook. Here they are, shocked that they're going into Crooked Lane. And where's Crooked Lane lead, my friends? Who remembers where Crooked Lane leads? Remember to let us know if you're here, if you're just joining, my friends, so that I can give you a shout out. All right. That's right, said Too Tall. We're going to play a few tricks on old witch McGriz. Well, what sort of tricks? Asked brother. Her gnarled, twisted old treehouse loomed ahead. First, whispered Too Tall, taking a roll of toilet paper from his jacket, we'll decorate her house with a little of this. Then maybe we'll tie a few knots in her clothesline, then smear some honey on her broomstick so she'll stick to it when she tries to fly. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Is it? But I bet they don't end up doing that. I bet they find their way and they don't end up doing that. Now, see this big tree house? I don't know if it looks too spooky. I think it looks kind of inviting. But we are going to, they're in a little forest on Crooked Lane. So we're going to come and we're going to be one of those trees in the forest on Crooked Lane. Come into your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor. We're going to get our balance. So we're going to lift one leg and we're going to tripod here if we need to. Otherwise, we're going to bring that foot above or below our knee. Hands to heart center to get your balance. And when you have your balance, bring those arms way out. Those tree branches way out high, looking down on that beautiful tree house. I think it just looks spooky because it's dark out. That's all. I think it looks pretty inviting, my friends. It looks pretty warm and cozy on the inside anyway. All right, what do you see, my friends? Tell me what you see while we switch legs. All right, lifting this leg, tripoding here if you need to. Otherwise, bringing that foot above or below your knee. Hands to heart center. And then bringing those big tree branches out. Good job, my friends. Tell me what you see. What kind of house do you see in the woods on Crooked Lane? Beautiful job, my friends. All right, coming back to our story to see what happens here. I think she might come out. Do you think she'll come out of the house? I don't know. She might. But before Too Tall and his gang could start their mischief, the front door opened and a bright yellow light stabbed the darkness. And there in the doorway stood the frightening figure of old Ms. McGriz. "Aha," she said in a gravelly voice. "I'm ready for you." Oh my goodness, she's ready. What is she ready for? There are all the kids sitting there, up there for Instagram, and down here for Facebook and YouTube. You can see all of the kids. They're in shock. And she is waiting. Miss McGriz is waiting for them. All right, my friends. She then led the terrified cubs into a cozy living room. To their great surprise, there was a big tray of beautiful candy apples, all prepared for Halloween visitors. "Mama was right," whispered sister to brother. "Ms. McGriz really is a sweet, kind old person." The cubs thanked her for the beautiful apples and went about the rest of their trick-or-treat business. Oh my goodness me. Look, Miss McGriz is not a mean lady after all. She gave them some beautiful, beautiful apples. All right, my friends. Later that evening, brother and sister were at home looking over all the treats they had collected. The beautiful candy apples stood out, and Papa asked where they came from. "From Ms. McGriz," answered brother. "From that scary-looking old grouch puss that lives down Crooked Lane," said Papa. "That's right," said brother, taking a delicious bite of his candy apple. I don't think that was very nice for Papa to say that. Let's hope he takes it back. Up there for Instagram and down there for Facebook and YouTube. And we are going to sit and eat our candy apple and all of our treats with brother and sister Bear. Coming to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor, we're going to do seated forward bend. And instead of putting our legs out front like this, we're going to spread our legs apart. All right, my friends. Okay, spreading our legs apart, bringing our arms up and forward into forward bend. Making sure that we just reach for where we can reach and that back is straight. There's no hunch in our back. And I can tell right now that the back of this leg here is tight. So it's stopping me from moving forward, but that's okay. I'm getting that good big stretch on the backs of my legs. And if you've been sitting in school or sitting at your video games all week, then you're going to have tightness in the back of your legs there too. So this is a really good stretch. All right, are you ready? While we're stretching in our forward bend, what treat are you reaching for? I'm going to try Mrs. McGriz's candy apple. I like apples. Take a big bite. What are you reaching for? Are you reaching for chips or a candy bar? And it's okay to have a treat every once in a while, right, my friends? We have it in what's called moderation. It means we have a little bit. All right, I'm eating my candy apple. Tell me what you're eating. Tell me in the comments what treat you like to have. All right, good job, my friends. Coming back up to finish off our story. All right. "You must really try to remember, Papa," said sister, giving her apple a little lick. "Appearances can be quite deceiving." Look at that up there for Instagram and down here for Facebook and for YouTube. Sister Bear has told Papa that appearances can be quite deceiving, which means, yeah, he shouldn't have said all that stuff about Ms. McGrizz, right? All right, you all know what time it is, my friends. It is time for relaxation. So coming to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor, lying down or sitting in crisscross applesauce or in hero's pose. If you're lying down, bringing your hands beside you with your palms facing up. And if you're sitting, putting your hands in your lap with your palms facing up. Good job, my friends. Laying down, we're going to take one deep breath in and out. And as we blow that breath out, letting those shoulders drop to the floor if you're sitting or sink into the floor if you're laying. One more deep breath in and out. Relaxing your body into the floor. Good job, my friends, relaxing your chest and your waist. Relaxing your arms and your hands. Relaxing your legs and your feet. Letting your feet drop off to the side if you're lying down. And if you're sitting, going to your bum, where your bum touches the floor, and relaxing any muscles in your bum, any muscles that are touching the floor, let them all go and sink deeper and deeper into the floor. Good job, my friends, and noticing all of the noises around you right now. Could be brothers and sisters, moms and dads. Could be a quiet house. Maybe you're hearing the hum of a humidifier or a fridge. Maybe you're hearing traffic drive by outside. Good job, friends. And as you let those noises go, you let your thoughts come in. You acknowledge them and you let them go. Good job, friends. We don't need to think about anything or worry about anything right now. Just take those thoughts and those worries that you have in your head and put them underneath your blanket or your mat. Just shove them under there for now. You can pick them up later. But right now it's time to just relax our bodies. Sinking deeper into the floor, whether you're sitting or laying. And slowly and silently, I want you to repeat to yourself inside your head, I am healthy. Good job, friends. I am happy. I am open. I am allowing. That was a lot today, wasn't it? Those were all so important affirmations today. So we learned in our story, the sentence was, appearances can be deceiving. And do you remember what that meant when Mama Bear said, when she explained what appearances can be deceiving meant? She said it's the grown-up way of saying that things aren't always the way they look. So when we're open and when we're allowing, we allow what we see and we're open to understanding what's really there. We have the choice to see what's really there and to understand what's really there. Not just what our eyes see. We have the choice to allow our head and our heart to understand what's really there. So I want you to take the knowing that you have the choice to be open and allowing someone to be who they really are, and allowing yourself to see who somebody really is or how something really is. I want you to take the knowing that you have that choice and put that deep inside your head. Hold it there. And I want you to take that wonderful feeling, that happy feeling that you feel inside of you when you have allowed that, and you see how wonderful that person is or how wonderful that situation is. I want you to take that happy feeling and put that deep inside your heart. Remember in the story when the kids walked in, when they all walked into Ms. McGriz's house? When they all walked into Ms. McGriz's house and they saw how loving and warm it was, and they saw the candy apples that she had, that was a happy feeling for them. To know that it was a happy moment and not a scary moment, and to see the true Ms. McGriz. So take that happy feeling and put it deep inside your heart. And then take that knowing and that feeling and send it out to everybody around you, and let everybody around you know that they have the choice to be open and allowing. And they can have that same happy feeling too when they make that choice. Let them all know that. Send it out to brothers and sisters, moms and dads, out to our neighbors, our teachers, our friends, all of our extended family. And then bring it back inside and place it inside your head and your heart. And when you go out trick-or-treating tonight, I want you to remember inside your head and your heart that we can be open and allowing to everybody that's out there. If you are going out trick-or-treating tonight, I understand that some people aren't this year. But if you're doing that, keep inside your head and your heart that we have the choice to be open and allowing to everybody we meet tonight while we're out. Good job, my friends. And when you're ready, friends, if you're laying down, keeping your eyes closed, rolling to one side, starting to wake up your body, just laying there. If you're sitting down, keeping those eyes closed, but start to wiggle those fingers and those toes. Start to wake up your body. Good job, my friends. And when you're ready, come on up sitting and join me on my mat. Sitting up nice and straight and tall in crisscross applesauce or in hero's pose. Bringing hands to heart center. Good job, my friends, and we'll end class with namaste. I feel good in every way. The goodness in me sees the goodness in all of you. Good job, my friends. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining us for episode 96 of Storytime Yoga. I am Miss Mel, your children's yoga instructor with Breathe With Me Yoga. I'm so happy to have you join me today, and I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful evening, whatever you do have planned, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning in our next video. And we will say